If we're supposed to love our neighbor, and that doesn't mean just the people who live next to us, but those people are bad for us, like toxic exes, friends who aren't good examples, or just annoying people in general who bring out a bad side of you, like Toby Flenderson with Michael Scott in The Office. I appreciate The Office reference, actually. A couple months ago, I was talking to a friend. I'm sorry, interrupting your question, but talking to some friend about funny scenes in The Office, and it must have been on my mind. I go to the grocery store. I was looking for mayonnaise or something. I look at the guy at the store. I'm like, "Where are the turtles?" The guy's like, "What?" I'm like, "Where are the turtles?" And then I just kind of snapped out of it. I'm like, "Where's the mayonnaise?" And he's like, "Yeah, there. We're like aisle 6, man." I'm like, "Thanks." Yeah, I just kind of walked off. So a little awkward moment there. But let's jump back here. So people who don't know The Office, just disregard that. But so people bring out the bad side of you. Is there a way to love them and pray for them from afar? Or do I have to interact with them still? Well, I think we got to distinguish here. The first thing is, well, what about like toxic exes? Well, if a person is toxic to your mental and emotional health, like you don't have a moral obligation to immerse yourself in their life. I mean, obviously, some of these people interactions are going to be inevitable if they're coworkers, you go to the same school or whatever, but you've also, in loving your neighbor, you also got to love yourself. And what I mean by love yourself is don't put yourself in situations that are going to be obviously damaging to your own mental health. Be charitable, be civil, but you don't need to go out of your way to get hurt over and over again by some ex who is just going to kind of hoover you back into that relationship and then discard you and leave you feeling like garbage. And so take care of yourself there. In terms of bad friends, well, a friend of mine once said that friends are like elevators. They either take you up or they take you down. And so be very selective in who you choose as your intimate companions. Now, obviously, like I said, classmates, coworkers, you're going to be around people that you don't necessarily gel with all the time, and that's fine. But in terms of distinguishing who you should draw in as closer friends and how much time you should spend with them, I do recommend the book Introduction to the Devout Life by St. Francis de Sales. He has a couple chapters in there on friendships and these type of human relationships, and he has a tremendous amount of pastoral wisdom on this subject. So make sure to check out that book, Introduction to the Devout Life by St. Francis de Sales. Now, people in general, not necessarily bad friends, because you become like your friends, and so you want to choose wisely there. But people in general, they ask about. It's going to be a part of life, right? I mean, I know a friend obviously loves his kids very much, but he calls his children the sandpaper of sanctity, meaning by that they're constantly rubbing on those rough edges. And it's difficult and it's painful because if you only surround yourself with the people who just always bring out the best in you and just bring you nothing but sunshine and lollipops and rainbows, where's the growth of virtue in that? It's easy to love people who are easily lovable. The real challenge is loving those who are difficult, and they're going to be a part of your life to some extent or another. So, but if a person is drawing you away from God, then I think we've got a moral obligation to really rethink how much time we're spending in that person's presence. Hey there, I hope you enjoyed that little clip, but if you want to see the whole episode where this came from, just click the link here. And in the meantime, we want to invite you to help us share this message, and there's a couple things you can do real quick. Number one, if you like or comment or share this video, YouTube will actually show it to more people. Also, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell. We release videos every single day, and you'll be notified as soon as those come out. If you want to help us also to spread this message, you can support us at patreon.com/Jason Evert. That helps us to create these videos and show them to the whole world. God bless.